Hello everyone. Named argument. Yes, you heard that right. Name argument introduced in PHP 8. So today we are going to discuss about what is name argument, how we use the name arguments in PHP, and benefits of having the name arguments in our code base. My name is Pradip Sarkar. I'm having 13 years of experience in PHP development. So let's get started. I have written a function called hello. This is the traditional way to declare any function with, and I'm given a couple of arguments. You can see that the name, provision, experience, department, and specialize. And the body of the particular functions, it's just a print whatever we are passed in the argument. So far, if we call these hello functions and passing the argument name like Pradipta, software developer, and the 13, and we have the default value for the department and specialized. So that's why we not need to mention it in the argument. Let's run this script. So we're getting okay. Pradipto, software developer, experience 30, department IT, and specialized. Now this looks pretty familiar to everyone. This is how we are going to, this is how we used to call or the declare any function we used to call. But now what named argument you're doing here? So name argument allows passing argument to a function based on the parameter name rather than the parameter position. So by default, it actually treat by the position of the argument. So first argument is name. So it expecting, okay, the name will be provided. So if we change the calling, right? So if we let's say change the calling to something else, we change this value to let's say 13 and I'm passing the name over here, it actually changed the value, but it is not changing the actual implementation. So now name becomes 13 and the experience becomes 20 because that's how we are passed in the position. So to make it to work with the name parameter, we can call it as a, or we can pass it something like this. We can pass by the parameter name. So we can pass this something like name, then we are passing the Pradipto, and then we pass the experience, right? Okay, so experience become this, and then we are passing the, not the profession, it is the profession, then we are passing the experience. So let's put it as a 13. Okay, now we'll see it's pretty same. So our first and the third is pretty same. But now what is the difference now? So difference is the entire parameters are now is the self-dependent. It's not dependent on the position of it. So that means we can pass the entire argument, right, to, let's say, passing here. So when you run this, you see it basically print. Now it actually detects the name of the argument which has been passing here, and similarly for the experience and the profession as well. So the benefit of having the name argument is, one is the self documenting the code, and second is the, it is now the position dependent, so you can pass in any order you like to pass in within a function when you are calling it. And the third is the, your code is more readable. So you not need to go to the definition of the function. Whenever someone is use it, you can directly see the parameter name here to get some assumption. Okay, what is this function? What is this function's argument are? And the one of the major benefit I would say is the, you can skip the default as also. So that means if you want to change only the specialize, but want to don't want to change the department, you can still achieve this by just passing the same approach we can just pass the specialize, and then we can put, let's say, Drupal, save it. See, so our department, so we can skip the default as well. So that is the one of the major advantage having the name argument, because in traditional way you cannot change the specialized without changing the department or without passing the department as a default, right? So let's take this as an example. The same approach if you wanted to do here, right? Eco Prodito software. Now I'm just want to pass this now CMS. You cannot pass the Drupal, right? So because Drupal will be treated as in the department argument. So for that, what you need to do, you need to just pass the same thing again, right? There's something you don't want to change, but still you have to pass it. That's how. Then you have to. So basically, it's a tedious job. It's the repeating the argument value. Still, we are not want to change it. See the Drupal. So this type of problem resolve the name argument. So you can change it in any position at any order you want. The result will be the exactly what has been mentioned in the definition of the function. So that is how the name arguments are introduced, and I would recommend everyone to whoever in the PHP develop PHP into in PHP. I would recommend everyone to follow this strategy, so that will be gives you more benefit in terms of readability of your code. If you like my video, please do like and subscribe. I'll be happy to posting more such cool hacks in PHP. Thank you, everyone.